Hello everyone, in this video let's discuss how easily we can solve the quicksort. So whatever the steps I will be saying, you just note that and you do that one only. First, you must be selecting the pivot. You select the first given element as the pivot. Now the pivot value is equal to 50. Now at the pivot only there will be started, and at the last element there will be the end head. You can call it as ij also, start end also. Now when start will be traversing like this, that is it will be coming towards the right, it must stop. Where start will stop is, start will stop when it will get the value greater than pivot. Greater than pivot. Where it will start? Where it will start will stop when the value is greater than pivot. Here pivot is 50, it will stop at 90 because 90 is greater than 50, like that. Then end will stop when the value is less than or equal to pivot. So 70 is greater than pivot, so it will go left side. 40 is less than 50, so it will stop here. Like this, it must be less than pivot or equal to pivot. If 50 was there, it would have stopped at the 50 also. Less than or equal to for the end and greater than for the start to stop. Now I said start will stop when it gets the value greater than its pivot. Pivot is 50, 90 is greater than 50. So start will be here, new start, and 70 is greater than 50. What is my condition for end to stop? It must be less than or equal to pivot. That is, it must be less than or equal to 50. So 40 is less than or equal to 50. So my end will come and stop here. Now what I must do is, I must swap these two elements. So 50 will be same, 30 will be same, 10 will be same, and 40 will come to 90's place. 80 will be same, 20 will be same, 90 will go to 40's place. 90, 70. And what you must not change is, you must not change the start and the end. That is, start will be here only. Only the numbers will be swapped, not the start and end. Start will be there only, end will be here only. Now we should search for the new start and end values. What is the condition? It must be greater than 50 for the start to stop. So 80 is greater than 50, so it will stop here. So my new start value is 80, and end 90 is greater than 50, so it will move left side. 20 is less than 50. Less than or equal to pivot means end will stop. So end will stop here because 20 is less than 50. Now what we must do? We must swap the elements, that is 20 and 80. So 50 will be same, 30, 10, 40, and 80 will go to 20 place and 20 will come to 80 place. 20, 80, 90 and 70. Now start and end will be in the same place only. My start is here and end was here. Next step, let's compare with the pivot. Start will stop when the value is greater than pivot. So 80 is greater than pivot, so it will stop here. My start will be here. And end, so end will stop when the value is less than or equal to pivot, that is 50. So 20 is less than or equal to 50, it will stop here. If you see, start was here and it crossed the end and it came here. End was here and it crossed the start and came here. So when both of them cross each other, when end and start will cross each other, what we must do is, we must round up the end value. So what is the new end value? That is 20, and swap it with the pivot element. Round up the end element, that is new end element, and swap it with the 50. So what it will be? 20 will come here, 30, 10, 40 and 50 will go to 20's place. 50, 80, 90, 70. So what we did, from start greater than pivot value we will stop, for end less than pivot value or equal to pivot value we will stop. Then we will swap those elements. Whenever end and start will be crossing each other, when end will come this side and when start will come this side and end will come this side, that is both of them cross each other, we will take the end element and swap it with the pivot element. Now if you see, my pivot value is 50 now. Pivot value was 50. If you see right side of 50, all the greater elements than 50 are in the right side. All the lesser elements are in the left side. That is, in quicksort we will be arranging the elements in the increasing order. Now what you must do is, you must select only these elements. You must select only this element and this element separately. So let me consider 20, 30, 10, 40. 20, 30, 10, 40. So my pivot is already in my sequence. Now what we will be doing is 20, 30, 10, 40 means select the first element as the pivot. Same process we should do. Start will be here and this will be the end. So when start will stop when the value greater than pivot we will be getting. So 30 is greater than 20. So my start will stop here and end will stop when it gets the value less than or equal to pivot. So 40 is greater than 20, so it will move left side. 10 is less than or equal to pivot value 20. So end will stop here. My new start and end value are here. What it will do? It will swap the elements. So 20, 10 will come to 30 place, 30 will go to 10 place, 40 will be here. But my start and end will be at the same place, but the number will be swapped. Now let's find the new start and end value. So if you see, when the value greater than pivot, my start will stop. So 30 is greater than 20, so it will stop here, start. Next, end will stop when the value is less than or equal to pivot. So 10 is less than or equal to 20, it will stop here. So this is my end. Now if you see, start and end crossed each other. Start and end crossed each other. What we must do? We must round up the new end value. Round up new end value and swap it with the pivot element. What was my pivot element? 20. So if you swap, 10 will come here, 20 will go here, 30 and 40. So if you see, they are in increasing order. 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 is already here. Only these elements are left, 80, 90 and 70. Now apply for this. So if you apply for this, for only 3 elements are there, 80, 90 and 70. So 80, let's consider it as the pivot element. For every problem, consider the starting element only as the pivot element. So this will be selected as pivot, then means start will be here and end will be here itself. So when the start will stop, greater than the pivot value. So 90 is greater than 80, so it will stop here. My start is here, new start value. Now end will stop when the value of the end will stop when the value is less than or equal to pivot. Less than or equal to pivot. Pivot value is 80, end is at 70. So it will not move left, it will be there itself. What we must do? We must swap the end and the start. So 80 will be here, 70 will come here, 90 will be here. Only the numbers will be swapped, but start and end will be at the same position itself. Now again apply. If you apply again, so 90 is greater than 80. So my start will stop here. And 70 is less than 80. So my end will stop here. So when start and end will be swapped, what we must do? We must round up the end number, that is new end value, and swap it with the pivot element. What is my pivot element? 80. So if you swap it, 70 will comes to 80 plus and 80 will goes to 70 plus and 90. If you see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90. So all are in the increasing order, that is ascending order. The problem is solved. Hope you understood the concept of the quicksort algorithm. If you have any doubt, please comment below. If you liked the video, please subscribe for more engineering related topics. Thank you.